Hello students. So students, in the previous class we were talking in the chapter that is gravitation about the acceleration due to gravity. In this one student we had discussed that what is the value of the acceleration due to gravity at different places, and we also discussed that how the g is related to that of the radius of the earth also. So we know that the g is inversely proportional to that of the radius of the earth. So we can say that g is equals to 1 by r. So radius is inversely proportional to that of the g. Although student we have said that the acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the surface of the earth and it is minimum or we can say it starts decreasing when the body starts moving either in the upward direction or in the downward direction. Okay. Now you see students, in the last video we had discussed one thing, and that is the equation of motion. So you see students, we are knowing that the three equations of motions are there, and these three equations of motions are, you see, the first one is b is equals to u plus at, then s is equals to ut plus half gt square, and v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So these are the three equation of motion students that we already had studied in the chapter first of the physics, that is motion. Okay, now you see students, we know that when an object is coming, it is dropped from a certain height, at that time it starts moving towards the earth with a uniform acceleration, and that acceleration of a freely falling body is represented by acceleration due to gravity. So we will say that instead of writing here v is equals to u plus at, we will write here v is equals to u plus gt. Okay, v is equals to u plus gt. And here you see students, we have said that if a ball is there and it is coming to this place, so from here to here it is moving. So this is the distance traveled by the ball from one place to that of the other place. So instead of writing here s, we will write here h. Okay, so in this formula we used to say h is equals to ut plus half gt square. And in the last one student, that is v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So instead of as, we will write here 2gh. Okay, so this is the equation of motion for a freely falling body. Okay, and now on the basis of this we have to solve the numericals related to it, and in that we have to keep some of the point we should know about it, and that is, if we talk about the g student, acceleration due to gravity, if an object is dropped from a certain height, at that time g will comes out to be positive one when you dropped it from certain height. Okay, if we thrown anything in the upward direction, at that time g will be it will be negative. Okay, so in the first one it will be positive, in the second one it will be negative. And if we talk about the height students, so you see students, when the object is coming towards that of the earth, at that time if we talk about the velocity, so initial velocity of the body will be 0, and if we thrown an object in the upward direction, at that time the final velocity will be equals to 0. So initial velocity 0 or final velocity can be 0. Okay, now you see. Now you see here students, on this basis we have solved some of the questions. Now move to the next question. Let us write our question and then we will solve on the basis of these equation. So the question is, when a ball is thrown vertically upward, when it is thrown vertically upward, it goes through a distance of it goes through a distance of 19.6 meter. 19.6 meter. Find, what you have to find here, students? Find the initial velocity of the ball. The initial velocity of the ball and time taken by the ball, time taken by it to reach to the highest point, to reach to the highest point, okay. Now you see here, student, question is that a ball is thrown vertically in the upward direction, okay. So it is thrown vertically in the upward direction and there it reaches to a distance of 19.6 meter. The things we have to find is the initial velocity and the time taken by the ball to reach to that of the highest point. So let us try the things which is given, and on the basis of that we are able to find the things which has been asked here. So you see, solution is, so you see, students, what are the things which is given? So given is it is thrown vertically upward through a distance. So distance is given. You know that we write distance, that will be equals to h. So this will be equals to h is equals to 19.6 meter. So you see, student, height is given, that is equals to 19.6 meter. G, we are knowing the value of the G, that is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. Now you see here, student, whether we have to take G as a minus, that is in the negative one, or in the positive one. Now you see, if suppose you are throwing an object in a vertically upward direction, at that time in the upward direction velocity keeps on decreasing, and velocity when keeps on decreasing, the acceleration due to gravity will become negative. So we have seen in the rules also that if we throw the things in the upward direction, velocity keeps on decreasing, and thus we can say that the value of the G will be negative. Okay, so we will write here, it will be minus 9.8 meter per second square. This is the value of the G here. Okay, so H we are knowing G. Now is any other thing that we are knowing, student? Yes. You see, student, we are throwing the object at a certain height in the upward direction. So at the maximum height, when it reaches to its maximum velocity, there velocity keeps on decreasing, so the final velocity will be equals to 0. So this also we are knowing from the rule that when you throw the things in the upward direction, the velocity keeps on decreasing and the final velocity will be equals to 0. So we will write here V will be equals to 0 meter per second. Okay. So what are the things that we have to find, students? So U, that we are not knowing. So we are going to find U and find the initial velocity and time taken. So these are the two things we have to find and the things that is given here. Now on the basis of that, we are able to calculate to find the values. Now which formula? At first we will try to find the initial velocity, that is U, and later on we will find the time taken. So let us start with that of the initial velocity. You see, students, that here height is given, G is given, B is given, and we have to find U, and there are two formulas for calculating U, and that is all the three formulas are there. So the things by which we can find it, the first one includes, that is U is equals to V is equals to U plus AT. V is equals to U plus GT. Second one is H is equals to UT plus half AT square, and third one is v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So these are the three equations, and in all the equations it has included u. So we have to see that out of these three equations, which equation is suitable through which we are able to find the value of u. So you see students, here v is given, u we have to find, g is given, but t again we have to find, so we cannot use this equation. Now move to this one. Here h is given, u we have to find, t is not given. So u and t both we have to find, so we are not here also. G is given, but again t is not given. So this formula also we cannot apply, because in this one both of time and that of the initial velocity is not given, that we have to calculate. In this one student, v is given, u we have to find, g is given and h is given. So simply we have to find only one of the value. So instead of using these two, we will prefer the third equation of motion of a freely falling body. Okay, so let us write it, that v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. This is the formula in which we are going to put the values. So what is the v? V value is 0, because the final velocity will be 0, so it will be 0 square is equals to u square. Okay, u we have to find it, plus 2 into, what is the value of g here? It is minus 9.8, so it will be minus 9.8 meter per second square into h, that is equals to 19.6 meter. Okay, so u square is plus 2g and h. Now you see here students, it will be 0, so it will be 0 here, 0 square it will be 0, 0 is equals to, now let me solve it here. So you can see it will be 0 here, that will be equals to u square. Now you see students, that this into multiply with 2 and then it will multiply into 19.6. So it will be equals to 2 into 9.8, it will be minus 19.6. So here it will be minus, because this plus is there, this minus is there, so it will give the value that is minus. So minus 19.6 into 19.6. Okay. So now what we can do, this u square will come to this side and it will become u square is equals to 19.6 the whole square. Okay, so u square is equals to this, so we can say u is equals to 19.6 meter per second. Okay, so the value of the initial velocity is came out to be 19.6 meter per second square. Okay, so by this formula student we can use the use this formula and we can get the initial velocity of the body. Now with the help of this students we have to find the, so you see students, in this one now we are knowing the value of value of the initial velocity, and that is 19.6 meter per second. So again you will see that u is equals to 19.6 meter per second. V is given, that is equals to 0. If you see the g is equals to minus 9.8 and height is given, that is 19.6 meter. So all these things are given and what we have to find is time. So we have to find t here. T we are not knowing. T we have to find. Now you see students, simply again use the formula, put all the values and we can get the value of t here. So you can use, that is a very easy one, is equals to v is equals to u plus gt. Okay, although here in this case you can use any of them, you can use this one also, h is equals to ut plus half gt square. This question will come in your mind that madam, why we are not using this one, why we are using this equation. So it is not necessary that you use this equation only, you can prefer this one also. This will also give the same value of a time. Okay, So comparatively to this, because there is the t square, so you have to see the square root, you have to do the square root. So comparatively that, if all the values are given, better you should prefer the first equation in which the calculation is also less. Okay, so but it is totally depends on you, that you can use any of them if all the values are given except one, that we have to find it. Okay, so here also b is given, u is given, g is given, t we have to find. Here also h is given, u is given, half and g is also, the value of g is also given. So we can use any of the formula. I am using the first equation. So you see students, here the value of the v is equals to 0 plus value of u came out to be 19.6 into, sorry, you see students, value of v is equals to 0, that is equals to, the value of u is equals to 19.6 plus g is minus 9.8 into height is 19.6. Okay, so we can also say it like that, that is it is not h, it will be t here, into t. Okay, so we can also write it 19.6 minus 9.8 t, that is equals to 0. Okay, or we can say it like, you can see that if suppose we will take this 9.8 into that of the next side, then this minus will get converted into plus. So here it will become 9.8t is equals to 19.6, or t is equals to 19.6 upon 9.8. Okay. So now this value t will be equals to 2 seconds. When you divide it, you will get the value, that is t is equals to 2 seconds. So you see here students, the question is a lengthy one, but it is not tough. You see that if all the values of that of the given component is there, so you are able to apply the formula, and that formula you can put the value here. Okay, so in this one students, we have to find the velocity, initial velocity and height. So first of all, we find the velocity by using the formula v square is equals to u square plus 2gi, and in the second one, with the help of the formula v is equals to u plus gt, we have find the value of a time taken. Now we will move to the next question student. And the next question is, you see, question is, a cricket ball is dropped from a height. A cricket ball is dropped from a height. Okay, now what do you have to find? A, calculate the speed of the ball. Calculate the speed. Speed of the ball. Okay, and the second one, when it hits the ground. Here a condition is given, when it hits the ground. Hits the ground. Second one is, calculate the time it takes to fall. It takes to fall through. It takes to fall through this height. This height. So you see student, the question is given, that is a cricket ball is dropped from a height. So height is not mentioned here, and we have to find the speed of the ball when it hits the ground. So when it hits the ground, it means we are going to find the final velocity. Okay, and in the second case, we have to find the time. Height. One more thing is there which is left, student, that a cricket ball is dropped from a height of 20 meter. So let me write it, 20 meter. So height is given, so no issues. So height is already given, that is 20 meter. Okay, here we are taking G is equals to 10 meter per second square. So value of the G is already given. Remember one thing, if suppose the value of the G is not mentioned, you will always take it as a 9.8. Although there will be small difference will come when you multiply it with a 10 or 9.8. So in both the cases there will be difference, but that will be the decimal one. The difference will be with the decimal one only, while all the answers which will be the same. So what are the things which is given here and what we are going to find, students? So let us write it. So you see, things which is given is, okay. So the things which is given here, it is, you see the height is given. So height will be equals to 20 meter. And ball is dropped. Now you see, now we are not throwing it in the upward direction, but we are dropping it in the downward direction. So you see, students, so it will be h is equal to 20 meter. Initial velocity. When ball is dropped from a certain height, at that time the initial velocity will be equals to 0. And other thing which is given, that is G. So G will be equal to 10 meter per second square. Here U will be equal to 0 meter per second. 0 meter per second. So U is given, H is given, G is given. What we have to find in the first case, students, we have to find the speed of the ball when it hit the ground. So when it is dropped from a height, at that time initial velocity was 0 meter per second, and when it hit the ground, that was its a final velocity. So we can say that U, it will be 0, and final velocity we have to find in the first case. Okay, so we can say that V will be equals to question mark that we are going to find it. Next one, student, that calculate the time it takes to fall through this height. Now how much time it will take to hit the ground, or how much time it will take to come from that particular height from where it has been dropped. So what we have to find, the next one is the T. So you see, all these things have been given. Now what is the role of the given, students? I hope you have understood, because when you will write all the things, that what are the things which is given and what you are going to find, it will be very easy to see that on which formula you are going to use it, okay, to solve the numerical. So you see, if we talk for the final velocity, again students, you are knowing the values and you are knowing the formulas. So H is given, U is given, G is given. So better you should use the formula, that is V square is equals to U square plus 2GH. Okay, you have to find the value of a V here. Okay, U is given, G is given, and H is given. All the things are given and you have to find the value of a final velocity. Okay, so you can write it. V square is equal to U square. What is the value of a U? That is 0. So we will write here 0 ka whole square plus 2 into. Now what will be the value? Here I have simply written that is 10 meter per second square. But the question arises that whether it will be negative or positive. So it will be positive, students, because it has been dropped from a certain height. And you know that when it is dropped from a certain height, it will be positive. So we will not going to write here negative. When it is thrown in the upward direction, that time it will be negative. So we will write here 2 into G, that is equals to 10 into height is given, student, that is 20. Okay, so all the things have been given and I have put the values there. Now V square is equals to, it will be 0, so leave it. It will be 2 into 200, right? Or V square will be equals to 400. Okay, it will be 400. Now when you apply V is equals to, it will be square root of that of the 400. Okay, and you know that the square root of that of the 400 is equals to 20, so it will be equals to 20 meter per second, because you know that the 20 square is equals to 400. So if we are taking the square root of a 400, so that will be equals to 20 meter per second. So with the help of this formula, student, you are able to get the value of that of the final velocity. Okay, final velocity, when you put all the values, you will get. So answer will be 20 meter per second. So this is the first case in which you are going to find the speed of the ball when it hits the ground, that is the final velocity. Now we will move and we'll try to understand the next one, that what we have to find here, we have to find the time it takes to fall through the height. It means we are going to find the height. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to understand the next one. So you see, student, what is the value that came here? Value of that of the final velocity is 20 meter per second. This is the value of a v. Now you see, students, g we are knowing, u we are knowing, 10 we are knowing, that is g is knowing, and v we are also knowing. So which value or which formula we will use to find the t? You are knowing that either we can use v is equals to u plus gt, or g is equals to h is equals to ut plus half gt square, right? So you can use any of the method, and all the values are given here except that of the t. So better we should use the first one, that will be easier to the second. Although again I am telling you, the value will remain the same. You can use any of the equation of motion. So value of v came out to be 20 meter per second, and that of the u is 0. We are knowing the value, that is 0 is u is 0, plus g. What is the value of g here, student? That is 10, and that of the time is t, which we are going to find it. Now you see, students, 20 okay, so it will be equals to 20 is equals to 10t, right? 20 10t, because it is 0, so there will be no change will be there, it is 0 only, so it will be 20 is equals to 10t, or we can write t is equals to 20 upon 10, that will be equals to t is equals to 2 seconds. Okay, so you can see here that the value of the t is came out to be the 2 seconds. So you can understand, students, that is okay. So if we are knowing all the values, student, we are able to find the answer of the given numerical. Now let us write one more short numerical related to that, and then we can move to the next question. So the question given is a very easy question, student. Question is given that the value of the g on the earth surface of the g given on the earth surface it is given on that of the earth surface is 9.8 meter per second square, then what will be the value? What will be the value of on the surface of the moon? On the surface of the moon. I think you already had done about this type of a question. So you are knowing about it, student. So let me remind you. So you see, students, that the value of the g, that is acceleration due to gravity, we are knowing that will be equals to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay. So g of that of the earth, acceleration due to gravity here. Let me write it. G of the earth Okay, that will be equals to what? It will be equals to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, and moon that we have to find, and we are knowing that the value of the acceleration due to gravity on the moon is the half of that of the gravitation of the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. So we can say that is Gm will be equal to 1/6 into Ge. Whatever will be the value of the acceleration due to gravity on the moon will be equals to 1/6 of the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. Okay, so we can write here 1/6 into G. Okay, so now we are knowing the value. This one we have to find it. So Gm will be equals to 1/6 into 9.8. Okay. So that will be equals to Gm will be equals to 1.68 meter per second square. So this is what? This is the value of the acceleration due to gravity on the moon. Likewise students, any of the value of the celestial body or any other object is given and it is asked that what will be the acceleration due to gravity on the moon. You simply have to multiply it with 1/6 and then you will get the answer. Okay.